Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happiness Today TV. Yesterday, the North trended for the wrong reasons, actually. Don't forget that right now, the Northerners are still the one in the ruling Nigeria, and one expects that if there's a region that should enjoy maximum security, maximum social amenities, maximum attention, should have been the North. Alas, the opposite is the case. Yesterday it was hashtag North is bleeding, and of course the Kano activist, or the one who led the protest, was actually Ahmed, actually based in Kano. A lot is happening. It looks like the young man seeing the forces against him. Don't forget very quickly that this particular administration takes exception. In fact, they frown strongly to any form of protest after the hashtag NSAS protest that almost dragged their leg into the whole to the public sphere. Well, before we go to the news proper to find out exactly what is happening to the young man who actually started this whole process of protesting and the way forward, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Sorry, it's actually a she. Well, Zainab Nasser Ahmed, one of the conveners of the protest against security in Kano, has dissociated herself from the demonstration after she was invited for questioning by the Department of State Services. She says, and I read, it said, "I want to let people know that from today, I am dissociating myself from the protest that started on Friday, and I'm kindly advising my Kano people to stay away from tomorrow's protest," Ahmed said. In her social media page, the post she made after her invitation by the DSS, Ahmad says she was worried about the safety of people, and "I don't want anyone to be hurt due to such action. I heard about the plans to hijack and cause chaos for some political interest. I advised us to stay at home for our safety. I was invited for a friendly discussion by the DSS. It is not about me or you, rather the interest of the state," she added. Scores of youth on Friday marched across the state in the north in frustration over the worsening insecurity that has beset the region. In the region's most populous state, that's Kano, hordes of youth demonstrated against the bringing down of about 23 people in Sokoto State. Bandits on Monday ambushed about 42-seater bus at Sabon Bani, Sokoto, opening fire on the travelers. And what they did caused a lot of conflagration, and 23 people went down as the vehicle went up in flames, while others sustained different types of injury. The state government said assassins on Wednesday also brought down the serving commissioner in Katsina, in his hometown. In Niger, no fewer than 9 persons were brought down by attackers during early morning prayers on Thursday. Several other persons were injured during that particular move. You now see that there's quite a lot, at stake here, and the people are wondering how long will they go. Of course, the former service senator Shehu Sani have decided also to react. Look, come on, we can't keep hiding under the name of propaganda or fake news, or that it's not true, or this is the opposition party trying to instigate things. Facts don't lie, humans don't lie, and the senator also have decided to speak up over what is going on. And here is what he wrote. What an interesting one. This is what he wrote. He said, and I'll quote him, he said, "Northern youth protesting against insecurity in the north are not the problem, and they should not be unnecessarily targeted, prosecuted, or intimidated. The problem is the bandits who are bringing down and kidnapping our people on a daily basis. The problem is that those in the position of power have failed." In a nutshell, just saying, look, while it's one of the cardinal rules and duty of the people to be safety conscious, to be security conscious, it's actually the key role of the elected persons, elected politicians, to protect both lives and property, of which, we will agree, let's leave sentiment and propaganda, that this particular dispensation have not scored 100% at all. Let's call a spade a spade. People are dying in their numbers every day, and now it's beginning to get the picture is beginning to get very clear to many that you can play propaganda if you like. If you want to play propaganda, feel free to do so, but remember, life is only one, and when it is lost, it is gone. Look at North. I could still remember way back those days, you could travel long distances without even being worried. And of course, with those federal roads, you will also agree with me, if you're the type that likes traveling like I do, you will realize that if you pass through those routes, you always see some sort of security men. They don't really necessarily be on those posts for extortion, as the case may be, but you see them, a whole lot of them are doing their job. And in fact, most times when the drivers come out there, they appreciate them, not because they're extorting them, but they decide to appreciate them. Now, those things are now called the good old days. It's not as if that was the best of all security, but at least it's far, far better than now, whereby you're not even sure of the next state you're traveling to. People are now more comfortable going through the air. They are saying, okay, because of the level of insecurity that is going on, let us try the train. Just some months back, this guy's, came against a train that was actually, I think, a Abuja train or so thereabout. And some of the personalities that were there, I'm sure they will vow never to go through train anymore. The only thing they know may be probably going to be, if it's not flights, then they're not traveling. But the time will come, if nothing is being done to this level of insurgent and bandits that are having a field day, a time will come, even the planes may not be safe, where they just sit back and anytime they see any plane moving up like this, they just, do something to it. Let's stop doing this, because if we keep folding our arms and saying, we know that God will come down. Yes, God usually help everybody who calls on him, but onus is on you to do your part. And what's that part? Elect the right leaders, elect those who will take your security very personally and very seriously. Look at what is going on. If other bandits around the world begin to see that Nigeria is so porous and looks so helpless, then we're actually giving them the red flag that, come on, Nigeria, the giant, supposedly giant of Africa, is not really giant after all. We can actually penetrate them. Let's just tell ourselves the truth. I cannot forget the fact that in the days of Obasanjo, Nigerian soldiers were rated as one of the very best in Africa, if not even the best, such that whenever they have coerced troops and all that, our army is always used. But right now we have a situation of insecurity in our hands that our soldiers, our security personnel seem not to be enough. 200 million Nigerians, the hands are very few. And these guys, when they see that they're overwhelming us, that we are having a problem. And this now, it's a wake-up call. The Northerners are beginning to see reasons. But now, I do not know why the young lady who had actually started this meant well. It was more like a wake-up call. Finally, the Northerners are beginning to see reasons and beginning to remove sentiment from the fact that, look, it doesn't have to always be somebody from your region that will rule. The best hand should rule, not your brother who is probably incompetent. You're not doing yourself good, not that you're doing the whole nation good. Now we're having a situation in our hands. And all of a sudden, young lady backed up saying, okay, some unscrupulous element will hijack it. Come on, give it a trial first. But that's when we'll wrap it up. Let's meet in our comment section. What's your take? Let's pray for this country, Nigeria. Really do need our prayer. Wherever the good hands are, whoever that will change the narrative for the better for Nigeria.